Senator Boswell.
Deputy President, the trouble is with the Labor Party that they don't know whether they represent the good blue-collar workers that have stood by them for years and years, or they're being led around by the nose by the Greens. And when they make that decision, the blue-collar workers will be glad. But at the moment, the blue-collar workers, the people in the coal mines, the people in the Pacific brands, the people that pay the good people that pay the union fees are being sold out by the Labor Party, who has deserted them, run away from them, and is now backing the Greens and the leafy suburbs and the doctors' wives. That's who you represent. You wipe your hands of the blue-collar worker, the people that have stuck with you for years and years, and they are going to realise it very, very soon. 1,800 jobs went on Pacific brands. How many more, I asked the Senate, how many more jobs are going to go when there is a emission charge on every sewing machine? Every electric motor in every factory will attract a charge. Do you think that's going to make Australian industry more competitive? Do you think that's going to give the blue-collar workers a job? Well, I can tell you it won't. And the unions know it. Mr Combay is going to be like a one-armed paper hanger in a high breeze, because the union movement is going to go to him and tell him what you guys are doing to the union movement and the blue-collar worker. And I hope Wayne Swan has got the decency to pick the phone up and ring up Golden Circle, the biggest employer in Brisbane, employs around 1,800 workers in his electorate. Last year they had to reduce the intake of pineapples from the Queensland growers because they are under attack from imported product, imported pineapples, imported home brands. How much more is this ETS going to make them less competitive when they have to pay an emissions charge on all their outgoings, all their plant, all their equipment? It's going to be a huge charge that none of their competitors will have to pay overseas. This is giving a free kick to overseas manufacturers. It's hard enough to make a quid manufacturing in Australia with a high cost, but why put another £8 of lead in their saddle? What are you guys doing? Don't you understand? How can you sit there and let this happen to Australia? How can you sit there and let this happen to your blue-collar workers? You've deserted them. You've ratted on them. You've dogged on them.
Senator Boswell, would you please address the chair and not the people opposite?
I'm sorry, but I can see the disaster coming, and I get excited about it because I can see the loss of jobs that these guys are going to put on the decent blue-collar workers that have always supported them, and they've ratted on them. They've walked away from them. And it wouldn't be so bad if everyone else was going to do it. But Obama has said, the President of Obama has said, we'll do it when everyone else does it. Mrs Clinton says, well, we'll do it too, but everyone's got to follow. And then the envoy, Kerry, says, well, we can't do this unless everyone else is doing it. Why are you leading the Australian industry like lambs to a slaughter? That's what is happening in this industry, like lambs to a slaughter. No one else is going to do it. They've said they're not going to do it. China has said they're not going to do it. India has said they're not going to do it. America said they're not going to do it. Who has said they are going to do it? And when they say they're going to do it, they're going to come in 2027, where we're going to start next year, 2010. Why are you doing this? Don't you care for Australia? Are you going to just let them sink? And you know, and every one of you over there know, apart from Senator Wong, please help us. Please let the Senate defeat this bill. Please get us off the hook by letting the Senate defeat this bill. So you can go to your Green voters, who you love and you've deserted your blue-collar workers. You can go to them and say, oh, we tried. Those rats in the Senate blocked us. And then you can go to the blue-collar workers and say, well, yeah, we knew it was going to happen. We always were on your side. The hypocrisy of this Labor Party on this ETS is unbelievable, never been seen before. And that is not Ron Boswell that's saying that.
Order.
It is all the economists in
Order,
Australia.
Senator Boswell. Your time has expired.